Everyone. Today I'm going to explain the properties of measurable function and some operations on measurable functions. So now, what are the properties of measurable functions? So in the previous video we have studied about the measurable function. Any function defined on a measurable set E is said to be measurable if this set is measurable where alpha is any real number. We can check any set, we can consider less than alpha, we can consider greater than equals to alpha or less than equals to alpha. So if any one of these set is measurable, then we will say that the function is a measurable function. Now, based on the properties of measurable function, we have a theorem which says that if f is a measurable function defined on the set E where E is also measurable and E1 is any subset of V, given that this E1 is a measurable set, then the first property is this, that f is also measurable function on the set E1. So what is given to us? Given that f is a measurable function defined on a measurable set E, and if we choose any subset of E which is also measurable, then f is also measurable on that subset E1. Now just see, let alpha be any real number. What we want to show? We want to show that E1 f greater than alpha, this set is measurable, right? Now clearly E1 f greater than alpha is same as that EF greater than alpha intersection with E1. We consider all those points from the domain which are where the value of the function is greater than alpha and take the common with the E1 points. So we get all those points from the domain E1 where f is greater than alpha. So this set is same as that this. Now given that this set is measurable, why? Because given hai that f is a measurable function. Since f is a measurable function, so this set is measurable set. E1 is also measurable. This is given to us. The intersection of two measurable is measurable, so we get this set is measurable. So which implies your f is a measurable function on E1. So if your f is measurable function on any measurable set, then it is also measurable on every measurable subset of that set. So this is the first property. Now just see the second one. Second property is, if f is a measurable function, on each of the countable collection EI of disjoint sets, disjoint measurable sets, then f is also measurable function. F is measurable on the union of these EIs. So what is given to us? We given that f is a measurable function on every set EI where this collection is countable, this collection is measurable sets collection, and these collection is having disjoint sets. Then f is also measurable on the union of EI, right? So let's suppose E is the union of EI and let alpha be any real number. So what we want to show? We want to show that EF greater than alpha, this set is measurable. Now clearly this is nothing but the union of EIs F greater than alpha, right? So since each EI is measurable, each set this is measurable, because given that f is measurable function on EI, so countable union of measurable is again measurable. So what we get? This set is measurable. This set is measurable means your function is measurable function. Once again, see, we need to show that all the point from the domain E such that f is greater than alpha is measurable. We want to show this thing. Now all the point from the domain means all the point from the union of EI, right? It means it is a set of all those point from EI where f is greater than alpha and take the union of all these, we want to show this set is measurable. Now since each set is measurable, because given that f is measurable function on EI, right, and these are disjoint also, so countable collection of measurable is again measurable. So what we have this set is measurable, implies f is measurable function. Now the third property, which says that if you are having two functions, let f and g, these are two measurable functions defined on the common domain E, then the set A f comma g, which is a set of all those x belonging to E where fx is strictly less than gx, this set is measurable. So what is given to us? We are given that f and g both are measurable function defined on a common domain. So if we consider those points from the domain where fx is strictly less than gx, or fx is greater than equal to gx, or fx is equal to strictly greater than gx, all these sets are basically measurable. We want to show this thing. Now how to prove this thing? For this we consider the set AR. It is a set of all those points from the domain where your fx and in gx there lie a rational number r. So it is depending on basically r, and we know that rational numbers, they are countable. So we consider all the sets AR having the points from the domain E which satisfying this thing. Now clearly it can be written as all those points from the domain E where fx is strictly less than r, its intersection with all those points from the domain where your gx is greater than r. So we consider all those points, take the intersection, we get those points which satisfying these two conditions. Now since your f is measurable, so this set is measurable. Since your g is measurable, so this set is measurable. Intersection of two measurable is again measurable, so we get AR, this set is measurable set. Now further A, f comma g, it can be written as the union of ARs where r is rational number. So we know that rational numbers are countable, so we get this thing. So we have to consider all those rational numbers which lie between these two and take the union, we get the set of all those points from the domain where this is strictly less than. And then since each AR is measurable, countable union of measurable is measurable, so we get A set is measurable. So it is a set of all those points from the domain where f is strictly less than g, this set is a measurable set. So whenever f and g, they are measurable, f less than g, this set is also measurable. Now the next is some operations on the measurable sets. So let's suppose you are given any function f which is measurable, defined on a measurable set E. We want to show that f plus some constant, f minus some constant, and c times f, they all are measurable. We want to show this thing. So now just see E f plus c, where c is any constant. This set greater than alpha for any real number alpha can be written as f greater than alpha minus c. You can consider alpha minus c to be any other real number alpha dash. Now since this set is measurable, why this is measurable? Because given that f is measurable function, so this set is measurable for every real number alpha dash, and this is measurable implies this is also measurable. Similarly, if you consider E f minus c greater than, so here you are having f greater than alpha plus c. Whatever the alpha, whatever the c, it is a set of all those points from the domain where f is greater than alpha plus c. And you can put alpha plus c to be some another alpha dash which is also a real number. And since f is measurable function, so this set is measurable, implies this is also measurable. Now next we want to show E c times f greater than alpha, this set is measurable. So there are different conditions on c. If your c is 0, then CF will become null function, which is constant function, right? And we know that constant function is measurable. In the previous video we have studied about this thing, that the constant function is always measurable. So this implies C times F is measurable function. Now assume C to be non-zero and C to be greater than, strictly greater than 0. So the set containing all those points where CF is strictly greater than alpha, and since your C is non-zero, strictly greater than 0 number, we can divide by this. Inequality remains the same because C is positive. So now you can put this to be some another alpha dash, and this set is measurable. Why? Because F is measurable to us. This is given to us. So this set is measurable implies C times F is also measurable, where C is strictly greater than 0. And if you choose C to be strictly less than 0, then ECF greater than alpha will become the set of all those points from the domain where this is strictly less than alpha by C. Inequality changes because C is negative when you divide by C. Again, this set is measurable because F is measurable function, so this implies this is measurable. So if your function is measurable function, if any constant addition or subtraction or multiplication, all these functions are measurable functions.